Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture's My Life. Now, in this episode, I'd like to go over yet another interesting topic discussed with a few people over the Acupuncture's My Life app. And if you don't already have the app, download it. It's free at your app store. Regarding the topic was types of fruits that they can eat that can help lower their blood sugar, because individuals have been listening to the Acupuncture's My Life podcasts, and several times I've spoken of, stay away from candies and other types of foods that's going to, shoot your blood sugar levels through the roof. And some have contacted Acupuncture's My Life concerned because they have a sweet tooth, as they would call it, and they need sweets. And in several past episodes, I've spoken of, substituting candy and junk food with fruits and nuts and seeds and things like that. But there are those that are concerned about their blood sugar, because blood sugar is a global problem now, elevated blood sugar. And diabetes being a global concern that's headed in the wrong direction. There are some who are pre-diabetic. And you have to understand, if your blood glucose levels have been elevated for an extended period of time, you're at an increased risk of kidney disease, heart disease, losing your vision, and so forth and so on. And many individuals are unaware of that. And there are those that are concerned, like, to take the sweets away, it affects them mentally. It sort of like negatively impacts their mood, which is understandable because sweets sort of like, it's a drug that stimulates or gives you this false sense of excitation, whereas once it wears off, boom. Now, what you have to understand, that it's all about option when it comes to fruits, because there's really no fruit that can lower your blood sugar to levels you want, but there are options when it comes to fruits that can help keep your blood sugar low. But fruits do contain natural forms of sugar. And one of my favorites is blackberries. I like using blackberries in smoothies. But when you're choosing fruits, it's about glycemic index. And normally, blackberries have a low glycemic index of around 24, 25. Anywhere between, let's say, 1 to 54 is considered a low glycemic index with regard to fruit. In this case, 56 to 59 is about medium glycemic index. 70 and higher and you'd find that in, like, let's say, mangoes and grapes. It's kind of high. But here, let's say with blackberries, they have a glow. And this is, again, why I recommend you sit with an acupuncturist, because these are things you'll learn as treatment protocols are set up for you. But blackberries are rich in fiber, and high fiber diets have been known to combat insulin resistance, and it also reduces your risk of coming down with being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So blackberries are great. All right. Another is my all-time favorite, and you hear me speak of it a lot, and that's blueberries. Still considered in the low tier when it comes to glycemic index because it's at a 53. But blueberries tend to have an anti-diabetic effect. So blueberries are like so good for you. And it's loaded with antioxidants to reduce inflammation as well. Another is apples. And it has also a low glycemic index. A lot of fiber, which is great for you. Because apples have, so much benefits to it for blood sugar. And it has also antioxidants to help streamline blood sugar levels, and polyphenols that help stimulate insulin production to keep your blood sugar from shooting up through the roof or dropping too low. Okay? And an acupuncturist understands that apples are beneficial for the spleen and stomach, because what do I always say? The spleen and stomach is responsible for the production of all postnatal chi and blood. So apples reinforce the spleen and also promotes hydration of your body tissue. Okay? And another, I would say, another fruit, tomatoes, which are great to include in your salad. Again, they have a low glycemic index. It's low in carbs, so it won't elevate blood glucose levels. Okay? Tomatoes are great to add to your salad, as many individuals know or are aware of. And an acupuncturist understands that tomatoes benefit the liver and the stomach. And it's great for clearing internal heat, cooling off the blood in the event of a, let's say, viral infection or bacterial, some type of infection or disorder where there's internal heat because a person is yin deficient or diagnosed as being yin deficient. You can't go wrong seeing a physician on an annual basis and making regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. You cannot go wrong. Now, another is oranges. Okay, and I'm speaking of oranges, not orange juice. Now, their glycemic index is somewhere in the middle, but it's worth it to eat this fruit because it's loaded with vitamin C, tons of anti-inflammatory properties. It's a great, numerous other types of antioxidants, loaded with fiber. Oranges are good for you. And again, an acupuncturist understands oranges are great for not only the stomach, but the gallbladder, because it resolves mucus by inducing urination. And see, these are all what comes with Eastern nutrition consultations. But another awesome snack are dates. Now, it's not that low in sugar. It's somewhere around middle. Its glycemic index hovers around like 56. But a handful of these, and it's the best snack in the world, satisfies your sweet tooth, loaded with fiber and magnesium as well as potassium. oh my gosh, you cannot go wrong with dates. You really, really can't. And you see, an acupuncturist understands that dates are great for the spleen and stomach because it supplements both qi and blood. It also improves a poor appetite. Now, here's where it's great for the heart, again, because it calms the spirit, that being your shen, and the shen resides in the heart. So, I mean, these are just a few types of fruits you can add to your diet, and you can't go wrong. You can add these fruits to your diet in exchange for junk food loaded with high fructose corn syrup, and other types of sugars. Because as an acupuncturist, I understand that health as well. The wealth isn't in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's not in the stock market. It's in you. That's where the wealth is. And you see, once you clearly understand that, you'll make acupuncture a part of your life. Why? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?